My name's Hunter, and you're watching Hot Rod Madness.
Hot Rod Madness, where every car has a story. If you love rat rods, street rods, American classic muscle, even the unusual, including those ground-pounding, tire-smoking street machines, we got them. Fire them up, Hot Rod Madness style, with your host, Tim the Milkman, along with the Hot Rod Madness crew. Each month on the north side of Atlanta, a cruise-in spectacular occurs. It's Caffeine and Octane. Let's join Hot Rod Madness as they check out the classics, muscle cars, exotics, and tuners at this truly amazing event. We guarantee Caffeine and Octane will get your motor running.
Randy, how are you, sir?
Hey, doing good, bud.
Good morning here at Caffeine and Octane.
A little bit cool out here this morning.
Yes, it is a little chilly. Yeah. However, it's not going to stop hot rod people like yourself, man.
Nope, just the rain stops me.
Well, beautiful red Ford pickup truck. What year is it?
That's 1956.
56
Yeah.
pickup.
Yeah.
All right, man.
It's a big back window, too.
Did you paint that thing?
No, the guy that built it for me, he painted it.
Yeah.
That's a 15-year-old paint job, too.
Really?
Yep, been on there 15 years.
You could never guess it. Man, you must polish on that thing all the time.
I had Al buff it out one day with shiny fenders. You know him?
Okay.
Yeah, he buffed that thing and did a number on it for me, so
wow.
he got it looking good again.
Yeah, I'd say.
Yep.
That thing's sharp, man.
Yep.
You got a nice set of wheels on it. Yeah, okay. So, what you got for a power plant in this thing?
It's got a, hate to say it, but it's got a Chevrolet ZZ4 350 under there. But you know, it was built back in the late 90s.
Yeah.
So that's what we did back in the 90s, you know. This truck's 15, almost 18-year built. So, you know, back in those days, that's all everybody did was Chevrolet.
Well, if you want easy power, there you go.
Yeah.
And back in the day, man, Chevrolet was the way to go, I guess.
Yeah, it was cheap.
Yeah. Now,
I
did you
mean,
put it in there yourself?
No, Mike did.
Okay.
I tell people, I said, it might look like a Ford, but that thing's really a Chevrolet.
Built tough with Chevy stuff.
the front clip's a Chevrolet, the engine's Chevrolet, the seat's a Chevrolet, the steering column's Chevrolet, rear end Chevrolet, just the sheet metal's Ford.
Gotcha.
I get knocked down for that though.
Pop the hood, man. I want to see it.
Yeah,
Let's check it out. Out here at Caffeine and Octane, you'll never know what you'll find. And check this out. Nice custom pickup truck. Ooh, yeah. Look at that. Oh, yeah, you got some goodies under there, man. That's beautiful. Nice and clean.
Yeah.
Polished.
Yeah, a lot of work. Just a lot of work on that thing. Keeping that thing clean.
Now, where's the fella get an air cleaner like that?
A guy out in California builds those things.
Yeah.
And had that was the first one of that type that he built. And he sent me a picture of it, his prototype, and says, "You want this one?" I said, "Sure do."
Yeah.
So I had that one. He built that one for me.
Man, I am a big fan of the gold top radiators. That nostalgia polished look.
Yep.
Love it, man.
That's a lot of work right there. I got to polish
beautiful.
it about twice a year.
What do you use on it, man, to get it to look gold like that?
Just some kind of metal polish. I mean, well, actually, it's white diamond.
Okay.
Yeah, I use white diamond on it, and man, you got to polish it to make it look right.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, I
when
guess you know how to do it.
Yeah, after about 10 years of polishing on it, I got it figured out.
Oh man, what kind of wood did you use for the bed? Look at that. It's either paint or that's that blood wood.
No, what we did, just oak.
Yeah.
And then we took the same paint we painted the truck with and thinned it out
Yeah.
and stained it with that.
Gotcha.
So it's the same color as the truck.
Nice. That's beautiful, man.
And we just thinned it out.
Gorgeous pickup truck, man. What's your name, sir?
Victor.
Hey, Victor. How are you, bud?
Pretty good, pretty good.
All right, man. You show up at Caffeine and Octane all the time with this thing, I guess.
Yeah, well, this is the first time it comes out with the cage and whatnot. So
Yeah, okay.
Pretty much
Well,
first
I
time.
saw you rolling in, and I'm like, hey, dude needs a rear end alignment on this thing. Your tires are hanging out. Tell us what the purpose of that is.
Wheels don't fit. They're too wide. So I have to get a couple
Okay.
negative degrees.
All
I'm
right,
at
gotcha.
negative 14 right now.
You don't want to tear up the fender wheel, so okay. Is that thing going to wear your tires out?
Yeah, like around every 2 months, new tires.
Really?
Yeah, 2
No
months.
kidding.
Yeah.
Man, what you got for a power plant? What is this?
It's just a B series dual cam. What's it called? It's just stock. Everything's stock.
Everything's stock. You just detailed it up to make it look like that.
Yeah, I just did a couple of things, powder coated a couple stuff, and just slapped it together and put it on.
Well, I'm guessing the engine's a little higher than factory because don't look like the hood would fit.
Yeah, no, I put those brackets welded on just to make it raise up so I can keep the car this low and not hit an oil pan.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
You don't tear your oil pan off,
No,
that's for sure.
no, not in this one.
Man, it's actually a cool looking car, man. I think it's
Appreciate
pretty cool.
it. Thank you.
And what year is it?
It's a 92.
92?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. You do this kind of stuff in your backyard, man?
Yep, at home with my dad,
Yeah.
backyard, everything,
Nice.
paint.
Where's home, man?
I live around Lawrenceville area.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Right here around Metro Atlanta.
Yep.
These guys modify their cars just like the old school people does. But, you know, when your tires don't fit too well, you do that to them. That's pretty wild, man. It looks wild.
Yeah, a lot of people say, hey, it's broken. I'm like, yeah, I'm taking it to the mechanic
Dude,
right
your
now.
car's broken.
Yeah.
yeah. Hey, do you ever race it? I mean, you got a cage in there.
No, actually just like, I mean, I go fast here and there, but it's, I mean,
Okay.
I really don't go that fast. The tires are too tilted to go fast.
Yeah,
I got
okay.
no grip.
No grip. No grip, he says. Okay. Oh, yeah, man. Don't you just love the way these people park at the mall? Wow. Steve, how are you, man?
Good to meet you, man.
Okay, good to meet you, sir. Got your caffeine and octane tire on this morning?
I do.
Yeah, all right, man. Hurst Olds, huh?
Yeah.
What year is that?
It's a 74.
74. Hey, man, you know, there's people out there that keep these cars alive, and Steve's one of them. You know, I haven't really seen a period correct Hurst Olds in a while, just out and about.
Yeah.
This one's pretty close, but I'm looking at a few details that may not be exactly original.
No.
But you got it matching quite well.
Yeah, well, it's a 72,000 original mile car.
Okay.
Local car, bought new in Mapleton.
All right.
I got it from the original owner
Yeah.
about 21 years ago. But it's all numbers matching, never had a head off of it. I mean, it's still
Boy.
really in original form. The only thing that's been done is the
Yeah.
transmission's been rebuilt.
Steve has had this car for 21 years.
Yep.
Wow, okay, good job, man, keeping it up.
Well, now it was a rag when I got it. Now
Yeah.
it was really rough.
Okay.
It took 5 years to put it back together, using mostly used parts. They don't make nothing new for it.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, I can imagine.
but it's a great riding car, a great running car.
Mm-hmm.
Not a whole lot of people got any of them.
Yeah, they're getting rarer by the year, man.
They are. I'm a diehard Oldsmobile guy, but
Okay.
you know, I've got all kinds of stuff. But
Oh.
this is one of my favorites.
Well, how about the wheels? Those are not original wheels,
No.
but they match well. So what are they?
Those are they're called Dazzlers. You can get them at Summit,
Okay.
a discount tire. They come in a very different sizes, 16, 17,
Yeah.
20s.
Okay.
I opted for the 17.8s and 17.10s. They match the stripes on the car. It gives it a different look,
Yeah.
different stance, different ride.
What about those center caps now? Did you make those?
No, those are factory with the wheel. They come with the wheels. They're actually a
Really?
Hurst produced wheel.
Oh, okay.
So they really fit the car perfectly.
Man, that's pretty wild. Never
come
knew
in
they
black,
made.
too. You can get them in black
Okay.
as well. So
Yeah. Well, the gold looks great with the stripe.
yeah.
Matches his car quite well.
It does.
Yeah, that's all right.
I was kind of a little leery about putting them on there, but they look
Yeah.
really good, and everybody seems to like them. So
Okay. Interesting.
yeah,
Yeah, you kept the white interior in it. That
I
always
did.
looks good.
I did. Swivel bucket seats. I don't know if
Yeah.
you want to see that.
Oh, sure, man. Back in the 70s, you know, I had a Monte Carlo with swivel buckets just like that.
You don't see this.
There you go.
Never see that ever.
Classic swivelers, man. Those were cool, eh?
Yeah.
Hey,
very cool.
It makes it so convenient to get in and out of the car.
It does. It does. It does.
I used to love mine. Yeah, I had a set like that.
I
Man.
got kind of sold on them back in the 70s. Rode in
Sure.
a couple that had them.
Yep, me
But,
too.
Hi, I'm Dre, and you're watching Hot Rod Madness.
How you doing, man?
All right, man. How you feeling today?
Okay, I'm feeling great, dude. I get to see stuff like this, man. And I can't help but ask, what year is that?
It's a 1967 Toyota Land Cruiser.
Okay.
It's actually a Toyopet, but before they imported it over to the United States, they changed it to Toyota again.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Yeah, you know, there's quite a few of them around, and people restore these. But yet, every now and then, you run up on one that don't look quite the same. I gotta ask, man. That's a rare vehicle, right?
it is a rare one. They actually call them the unicorns.
Okay.
They made about 5,000 of them. 4,000 of them were right-hand wheel,
Yeah.
and 1,000 were left-hand wheel.
Okay.
So this is one of them. It's about less than 200 registered of
Oh,
these
wow.
cars
Really?
worldwide. Yeah.
Less than 200 of these are registered.
some of them in New Zealand, but that right-hand side
Yeah.
drive. So
Yeah, I'd imagine somebody out in the bush somewhere is wearing these things out, so you don't see a lot of them, right?
yeah, this was
Now, how did you come across one?
it was my father's actually. He's the first owner, and I'm the second owner. So it
Your
was
father bought this brand new
Yeah.
in '67, you said?
67, yes,
Wow.
67, and I brought it back over here to the States. It's actually from Peru.
Yeah,
you can
man.
tell by the license plate right there.
Wow, how about that?
So yes,
Yeah,
sir.
did you ever figure it would be rare and authentic like it is?
Not me, but I guess my father did.
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, he's the one that.
He says, son, take this car, keep it, and fix it up. It's going to be worth mint. You
I
know.
guess, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
That's cool when you get something handed down to you like that. Fantastic, man.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. It's a good car, very low speed, 3-speed actually, but very slow.
4-cylinder or 6-cylinder?
6-cylinder, straight 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can we see it?
Yeah,
Is it
sure.
hard to open the hood?
Oh no, it's not. It's kind of dirty inside though. I hope you don't mind.
No, let's see it, man. Dirt and all, we want to see it, man. You never know. It's a daily driver, he says. Okay, let me get over here and look at this thing.
Let me start it up for you.
Oh, he's going to start it up now. Okay. Yeah, you can tell it's all original. Look at this. The air cleaner, everything's there. And I'm guessing it probably runs like a champ. Classic old cruiser, Land Cruiser. Oh, wow. It's one of those sewing machine type deals, you know, you push a button, turn a key, and it just sits there and purrs, right?
Yes, sir. You
So-
let it warm up and that's it.
Yeah. Let it warm up and you're good to go.
Yes, sir. Yes,
You
sir.
you may have had the interior redone at one time.
Yes, we just had it redone about a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
Just the carpet and the whole interior pretty much. Next is gonna be the paint job. We're just looking for a good shop to do it.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's hard to find a
Right.
good shop to take care of this car.
Oh
So.
boy, you could wrestle down a lion out there on the safari somewhere with one of these bad boys,
Yeah,
right?
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Throw a zebra in the trunk and go home and do whatever. And
Throw an
mount
elephant
him.
in there if you want.
Put an elephant in there.
I
Yeah.
think
yeah.
it's legal, but hey, yeah, you can do that.
Hey, how you guys doing, man?
Good, man. Good to see
Welcome
you.
to Caffeine and Octane this morning. Hey, what a display you guys got. I'm looking at an Indy car here. However, you know, this is kind of different
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
the
little-
scene.
little
What you
different.
guys got going on with it?
So this is an Elan DP01. It's an old Champ car, right? Which was the road racing equivalent to IndyCar back when there were two different series running
Okay.
between the different tracks, right?
All right.
IndyCar was doing the circles, Champ car was doing the road courses, that sort of thing, right? This was actually built by Elan, which is right up the street here
Okay.
in Georgia.
Yeah, basically it's the Panos guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
You're familiar with Panos, yeah.
I'm familiar with them people.
Yep. Same people that do Panos and all the little Elan sports cars and all that for local motorsport guys, right?
Okay.
But this particular one, this is a really low hours one that we're just kind of showing off to people because it's a good example of the cars. Most of the rest of them, they got beat up when they were racing in the series, right? So this is
Okay.
a good showpiece.
Now, you guys plan on getting behind the wheel and doing a few laps and seeing what that baby will do?
Nah, not in this particular one. So the one you're looking at right now doesn't actually have an engine in it,
Okay.
right? So the way it worked back in the day was you had a leasing program, right, and you would actually lease the engine from the manufacturer.
Gotcha.
And then at the end of the run, at the end of the year, you'd have to give all the motors back to the manufacturer. So
Okay.
these are really good platforms for people that want to build track day cars or something like
Sure.
that. Right?
It's completely set up. You got twin turbos under there ready for an engine? Is
Yeah,
that
there's one great big turbo
Okay.
centralized inside it's actually inside the gearbox inside the bell housing.
Wow, okay.
All right. If you look close, there's a dump pipe on the left side, and those are actually for wastegates.
All right.
So this it's a pretty trick ride.
Now, as far as an engine goes, what's common to drop in that thing and go?
So back in the day, they had a really small bore V8 that made about 1,000 horsepower with the turbo on methanol.
Okay.
All right, and nowadays what people are doing is either putting 4-cylinder street car engines or something small that will fit inside that
Yeah,
space,
yeah.
right? Because those were purpose built. They were little tiny things with no damper out the front or anything like that, so they were
Okay.
compact. But there's other manufacturers like that make V8s out of Hayabusa cylinder heads
Sure.
and cams and stuff like
Okay.
that. So those are a really good really good option for these as well.
Yeah, I could see cutting a hole in the back of it and putting an LS motor in there with a big old injection coming out of the top of it, you know.
I
And
was joking with
put
Mark
a redneck behind the wheel and go
put a big
for it,
street
you know?
scoop up over the top of it and
Yeah,
everything.
exactly.
Yeah, you could see that.
Sure too. I'm sure you could modify it, you know, up to whatever you wanted,
Yeah.
according to the specs, you know, that you got to run with, I guess, and if you're going to race it.
Well, you know, really that series
Yeah.
isn't around anymore.
Okay.
So you can make it whatever you want and go run it.
Street legal.
Yeah, if you try hard enough.
How you doing, sir?
Okay, how
All
are
right.
you?
What's your name?
I'm Ken.
Hey, Ken. Triumph?
Yep.
What year is this?
1958
58?
Triumph TR3A.
Yeah, okay. Wow. That's a neat little car, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Little British car.
Yeah.
That's what they refer to them as.
I bet it's fun to ride around in.
It is. You sit really low.
Yeah.
I can go under trucks, like the guy next to you.
Right.
I could go under him. They made them from 54 to 62,
Yes, sir.
and they made about 54,000 of them. That's it.
I could see myself on a hot summer day with the top down, man, cruising, hitting them curves and things, you know?
It is. It's a side curtain car. There's no windows.
no
The
windows.
windows are in the trunk. You know, you stick them in the brackets.
Yeah.
It's a 4-speed. It's got about 90 horsepower, about a 1900 cc engine.
And the original stuff under the hood?
Original under the hood.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much all original. The wire wheels you
Yeah.
could get them and all
Well,
that.
You know, when you come up on a car like this and you see the patina up and down the side of it, you might have a little rust here and there, but I bet you most of it's all original. And that's
Pretty much it might not be the original. It is an original Triumph color. I don't
Okay.
know if it is to this car.
okay.
But this is a color that it came in. It's what they call primrose yellow.
Yes, sir. All right. Fantastic little ride, man. You kept
They
the
are.
original wire spoke wheels on it?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
The seats, even the interior is all original.
Yeah, man. All you get in here is two people, and that's pretty much it, right?
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Can you put maybe a piece of luggage behind you?
Well, they used to have a seat cushion that went back there. You know, if you had little kids, you could sit them back there.
yeah.
But that was an option, as was a heater in these things.
Yeah,
It was
okay.
optional too.
The heater was optional.
It's a two-seater car. The driver's seat, actually, the seat back is fixed.
Yeah.
And on this one, it folds forward on the passenger seat, so
Okay.
you could get back
Yeah.
in there.
And you know, this morning it was kind of chilly coming in here.
Yeah.
You ain't got no glass, man.
I've got the curtains. I'll show you in the trunk.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's got. So you had them on this morning, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because you know, coming in was pretty cold in here. You know the. Yep.
For the windows.
There you go. They fit right in there. That's good.
That's it.
Well, all right, cool. Always love these little cars, man. Very unique vehicles.
They are.
Yeah,
they are. They're fun. They're little. I
Yeah.
mean, you got to be careful
Yeah.
around, 18 wheelers and that. But they'll scoot.
All
They'll
right.
scoot.
Bob, how are you, man?
All right, how are you?
All right, I'm good. Caffeine and Octane.
Awesome show.
What a beautiful morning,
Yeah,
right?
it's I mean, just crazy.
Yeah.
So many people here. It's like
know,
this
man.
every week.
It's so tightly packed in here, man.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
It wasn't too tight for you to squeeze your 300
No, we
in
got
here.
it in here pretty good.
Yeah.
Well,
Man, this thing looks all original.
it's it's a 1990, all original, 100% stock.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, it drives as good as it looks. It's
Wow, okay.
I'm the second owner. I got it from a gal that had it in her garage for 10 years. She had actually lost her husband, and it was their pride and joy.
Mm-hmm.
And when I walked in to look at it, I basically just said, I'll take it. This is just a
Yeah.
beautiful car. So,
Wow.
and then
I can tell, man. It's clean. That thing's super clean.
yeah,
Wow.
we get in there with our little hands, and we use toothbrush, and
Yeah.
we just clean it all up.
Hey,
And
I can tell, man, because the thing looks immaculate.
it's
Wow.
It's really a love affair. It really is.
Sure.
These cars were so iconic when they first came out. There was so much engineering, so much tech packed into them. I think it was the first CAD engineered car, and it just drives so good. It's more of a touring kind of drive, but It's great. We love it.
Back then, I remember the stories. You hear people jump in them, try to steal them, outrun the police, and they were known for their speed on the open highway. I guess you get to enjoy that now, don't you?
Don't go too fast.
Okay.
This is not the twin turbo. This is the naturally aspirated version. So it's got 222 horsepower, and that's plenty good for us.
Plenty for you.
Yep.
All right.
And
let's look at the interior for a second. He's got the roof open on one side here, and it's all original once again.
Yep, it's all
fun car to drive, man.
It is. It's a blast. It's a 5-speed. All the controls were mounted like kind of like an airplane, right? So the driver could just hit whatever he needs to hit.
Yeah, it's right there, convenient on each side of the steering wheel.
Came with a Bose stereo system.
Okay.
Power windows, cruise control.
Any ideas on selling it in the future?
No,
this
none.
Is one you want to keep, right?
I've gotten asked quite a bit about selling it, and
gotcha.
I won't do it.
Won't do it.
No.
Yeah. Bob knows how good the car is. Hey, how you doing, man?
All right, doing great. How about yourself?
All right, I'm doing great. Well, what's your name?
My name's Bill.
Man, that's a cool looking bug you got, dude.
Oh, Krusty, we call it Chester.
Really? Where'd you come up with that name?
That's a very long story.
Long story.
But, Chester rhymes with something else, and we won't even go there right now.
No problem. All right, I understand. How long have you had this one, man?
About 3 years.
Man, you're talking about a bug with patina on it. You got it going on. You got the surfboards, you got the rust, you got the original paint on this thing. Now, how's a fella go about slamming one like that?
Just plain old air shocks in the front and a little air compressor.
Really?
A couple clicks down in the back, and you're done. Easy breezy.
Makes for a cool cruiser, I guess.
It does. Just got to air it up. Beat you to death.
You could probably jump in that thing and go anywhere, right?
My size, I'm not jumping in it very quick. It's kind of a crawl in it.
You kind of crawl in it
Kind of
from
crawl
the
in
street. Yeah, on your hands and knees, man. That thing's low. Joe, how are you, man?
I'm good. I'm good.
Hey, sir.
Yeah, how you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great,
Good,
man.
good deal.
Got a car show.
Yeah,
Wow.
this place is crazy.
Yeah, ain't it?
Love it.
Man,
Yeah.
it's packed in here.
You gotta love it.
And you know, if you don't look at what's here, I mean, you got to really look at what's here.
Absolutely.
Because you'll walk right by some of the rarest vehicles
Absolutely.
and not even know they're there.
Yep.
What you have here, Joe, is
Pretty rare.
is quite a rare vehicle, man.
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
Sure. So this is a 1970 Lancia. Here in the States, they pronounce it Lancia.
Okay.
So this is a Lancia Flavia 2000, 1970. It's a coupe. I don't think I've seen another one actually in the States.
Well, I know I ain't seen one.
Yeah, in Europe, and they're actually pretty rare in Europe too, because
Really?
Lancias, when they made the Lancias, they were always a little bit more expensive than your Alfa Romeos or your Fiats or the cars that they competed with.
Okay.
So of course they made fewer of them because they were more expensive, and so right now the coupes are extremely rare cars.
Wow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. So
and where are you from, Joe?
I'm from Swanee.
Okay.
Yep, Swanee, Georgia.
All right. You got a garage full of these things, or what?
I've got a few. I've got another Lancia. It's called a Lancia Fulvia. It's a 1971. It's a beautiful car too.
Wow.
Yeah. Lancia did a lot of over-the-top engineering kind of stuff. You know, they were known for engineering. In fact, they're known for the very first V6 engine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they did a lot of fancy stuff.
So would this be one of the first front-wheel drive things that were going on there?
At the time, yeah, it's a really nifty front-wheel drive setup.
Yeah, I want to see it,
Yeah,
man.
absolutely.
You pop the hood on this thing. Let us check it out. Very curious. Lancia. Oh, never heard of her. We're going to find out all about it. You know, one thing about doing what I do, I get to see some of the rarest stuff, some of the oddball cars. This is fantastic, man. Let's get in here and check it out. Look at that, would you? Yeah.
Just like a VW or like a Porsche.
Right.
But as you can see, the whole engine is forward of the front wheels.
Yeah, it is.
So you would think that the car is sort of unbalanced that way, but in fact, the car is an amazingly well-balanced car. Drives super, super cool, super nice.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
That is odd.
Yeah, very, Very unique stuff. Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and then as you can see, the interior is a step up from what normally they did. So it's a full leather interior. It's a well appointed. You know, I mean, for the day, it used to be, you know, on the luxury side of things. You know, a lot of folks, the lines of the car was designed by the same Pininfarina that did a lot of the Ferraris of the era, and a lot of folks compared this body style to a like a Ferrari 250.
Sure. That's kind of what it reminds me of.
Yeah,
old Ferrari.
Yeah, minus the engine, the car has got a lot of the Ferrari feel and look of it. Yep.
Well, the interior looks fantastic.
Yeah,
man.
it's a beautiful car. Yeah.
It was kept up well.
Yeah, really nicely. Yep.
I could imagine you gave it a wonderful home.
Absolutely.
And man, what a fantastic ride.
Yeah, it's a neat car.
There you go. You never know what you'll find on Hot Rod Madness here. Something very unique, very different.
Thanks for watching, and check back soon for more Hot Rod Madness.